I feel like I was needing to make this video for quite a while, and I just wanted to comment on the fact that I keep seeing videos on YouTube and TikTok appear where people are saying that Vendetta is the most broken hero at the minute, and I want to just squash those allegations and say she is far, far, far from broken. I mean, looking at how she plays, she gets hard countered by so many different heroes. Let's talk about some of them. How about the fact that she gets hard countered by Roadhog? We don't hear that. Even about Zarya. Zarya can just bubble and just melt through her fucking armor. You have Tracer. Tracer who can quite literally just fucking blink away from her. Venture. Like, there are tons of different heroes that are just counters, including Sombra. I mean, let's just talk about her damage statistics for a second, right? Her swing is 50 damage per hit. That is nothing, and it's 130 overhead critical. Which, I keep seeing people say, why does a melee hero have crit? But it doesn't even do that much damage. Would you rather her swing do like 75 per hit? I mean, that would literally start doing the exact same thing here. I mean, it would kill most of the roster either way. And another thing is that her ultimate, people are saying her ultimate is broken. It isn't anything other than that. Like, yes, you can hit some really cool shots, but it's something you have to adapt to. I mean, if Kiri got launched this season as the way she is now, people would be saying she's the most broken hero ever to be added. Is she broken? To some extent. But she works well because people know how to counter her. Just like Vendetta. Nobody knows how to properly counter her. Nobody knows how to play well against her. And they're still getting used to all of her movements and like perks and stuff. I genuinely think people who say she is broken have not played Overwatch long enough to suggest otherwise. I mean, let's talk about the only thing that is broken with her, in my opinion, is her block. Her block is minus 75% damage taken. I think that should be reduced to at least 60, maybe even 55%. I'll admit, her block is staggeringly high. But not just her block, right? So, another thing that people keep saying is she has too much armor. Which I will be slightly agreeing on here. I think that Vendetta really needs to have probably 25 armor removed and replace that with 25 shields. She's always going to have 275 HP. Like, you can just see that, okay? Giving her 250, the way that she plays is ridiculous. Like, the Overwatch team needed to make her beefy, right? They really did. Because if not, she just dies easily. And there's tons of things that kill her quite easily already, which I've explained. So why are people getting so up in arms about it? I mean, she's not that broken. She doesn't do that much damage unless it's an overhead. Her spin dash attack. Let's see, how much does that do exactly? It does between 80 and 40 damage. Her Soaring Slice does 50. So yeah, just 50. But it can get yourself a strike on someone. So that's what I'm a bit iffy with. It's like, you're complaining on all of this. Like, I think it's just purely clickbait a lot of these people are making these videos on, because I don't believe it. Like, I have played against and played as Vendetta, and I have not seen at one point where I would say she's a broken hero. Sure, she might have a tiny bit too much armor, and she might block too much. But other than that, if she released into the game like this now, she would be perfectly fine. The only thing that needs to be changed is her armor and her block. That is it. Her damage is perfect. Maybe get a little bit of a nerf on her damage on her projectile, because I think that does a little bit more damage. It does 80, maybe put that to 75 or 70. But we're talking little numbers here. We're not talking like massive nerfs. I'm not telling to put her down to 200 HP and get rid of all her armor, you know? I think she's perfect the way she is. 50 damage per swing is perfect. And her little Sundering Blade, well, that does a lot of damage. And it's an ultimate. I mean, it's 2,400. Let's see what we compare that to, something like Earth Shatter, right? Let's see. It's more expensive than an Earth Shatter. Slightly less expensive than a Whole Hog. So let's, what was it? It is literally just roughly the same amount of time, nearly the same amount of time as it is to charge up a fucking Zarya ult. Like, Graviton Surge just takes a little bit longer than her ult. Like, comparing her to Freya, where Freya can just generate ults consistently, this feels like an ult that takes time and effort, and you really want to be strategic about using it. I mean, you look at it, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but rightfully so, it takes a long time to charge up. I mean, there is no point in nerfing it, because if you nerf her ult, what you're essentially saying is you have to work harder for a worse version of that ult. I mean, I think the ult is perfectly fine. I think people are just getting used to it. Like, Pharah. Pharah as well is a huge counter to Vendetta. I mean, there's so much that can kill Vendetta, but people are just overly complaining online saying that she's the most broken hero. She's not. She's not like Break levels of broken or Kiri levels of broken. Like, she is just good. She's fun to play as, fun to play against. Yes, she has some issues here and there, but those can be ironed out over time. For all we know, like, she might not even receive a single nerf. Like, all it takes is the testing. Like, if they find that Vendetta needs this armor to survive long enough in a fight, you know, that's how Overwatch will choose it. If they need to nerf her because she's being too strong all the time, then do that, you know? But I genuinely think she is one of the most fun heroes to come out of Overwatch in quite a few years now. I mean, I really enjoyed Juno when she first came out, then they nerfed her into the ground, and, you know, only the true Juno players will actually be able to play her efficiently. Same with Kiri, you know, but Vendetta just feels so nice and clean. She doesn't feel broken like Freya. She doesn't feel like a hero that should be getting criticized in this way. I genuinely just feel like it's people complaining that there's a new DPS hero that fucks up their synergy, and it's all about coping and being able to adapt. Every hero has had these things come out where it's like, most broken hero ever, but 9 times out of 10 that hero isn't even broken, it's just needing statistic changes, and that's it. I'd like to hear everyone's opinion on this, because I genuinely believe that Vendetta is one of the cleanest, most fair heroes to be released. I will say she does need a few nerfs, not major nerfs, just tweaks, but I think she is very, very comfortable in this position. So I'll see what you guys think. I'll see you all later.